definitely forgot to add someone. Oh, I forgot to add me. But that's okay.
Oh, dirty ass shot.
Dirty ass shot. Come on, Artemis, you're the last one I'm waiting for. Tell me you're coming, Artie. Come on, Artemis. You can do it. Yes, she's in the arena. Come on, Artie. Come on, please, please. I need one more to make it even. I'm going to post the brackets. They're already ready. I'm just waiting for her. Yes. Okay, I don't think Artie's in, but I did get another one. Artie's not coming in. Oh, I'm getting pretty late here. I better speed it up. Hurry up, Artemis. Let me know. You're not entering this, or you are entering this. Thanks again for the host, Vicarious. Really nice of you, buddy. If you like this content, guys, click that follow, click that subscribe. I do it every single day around 8 p.m. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Mr. Pimp C, bitch. I'm the king of moving chickens.
Okay, so no Artie. Let me make these brackets. Oh yeah, it was me. That's perfect. This is good. I'm gonna go with that. Fuck it. I gotta hurry. So there you guys in Twitch. There's the brackets for you guys so you can see who's participating in this one. I'm gonna go in here. We get rid of these guys. So we're starting our first match, guys. Get ready to rumble. Officially starting our tournament right now. If you look at the brackets, guys, I posted them in the Twitch so you can follow along with me. Our first match is going to be Lighter versus Demonoid. I know I roster checked Lighter. There he is. Perfect. Let me just let them know in the map that it's going to be Lighter versus Demonoid. These are all really good matches. If you look at the brackets, guys, woo, Lord have mercy. We're going to be in for some good ones. I thought this one was going to be big. I was hoping for maybe 10 to 13 people. We ended up getting 16 people in total. No, I haven't reset the password. No password has been reset. The password's AL regular. You guys can come in and spectate if you'd like. So I'm just waiting. Oh, you're up, sir. And I know Demonoid is, because I said there's no, who's this? That's Demonoid. He's running on Scrapper. Nice. Really interesting. Let's say Team Demonoid. He's running Inventions, Alchemy, and Scrapper. He's running with Hammer, Rune of the Chronomancer, and Diviner Amulet with Sigil of Purging and Sigil of Courage. Very, very interesting. I know Lighter is here. Okay, Lighter's just getting his build ready real quick, guys. So thank you so much for coming. I'll take this time to solicit you. I do these every day. Check out my highlights videos. They're just gaining in popularity. Every time I post a video, I'll see people take little clips and post them everywhere. So if you guys like this stuff, click that follow, click that subscribe. I do it every day. I'm just trying to bring the community together, get everybody to meet each other and know each other, and try to bring the PvP community something that we've been lacking for a very, very, very long time, some content. So here I am trying to give you some content, guys. We're actually about to start. He's on Berserker Warrior. Ooh. Balthazar, Burn Berserker Warrior. Both interesting builds coming out of them. Both Sword, Torch with Mace and Shield. Lighter hasn't been in one of my tourneys in a while, but he's definitely really good. He usually goes pretty far. Quarterfinals, semifinals, minimum. But Demonoid is also really strong. He usually joins in my 3v3s or 2v2s, doing a really good job. And we're doing it on the on the Hall of the Mist because we don't do it. No. Sorry guys, I'm just whispering. Oof. He's trying to get him clutched down. He's trying to get those burnings. And with the warrior, if he's traded into it, let me take a quick look. Yeah, he is. So every time he has a fire field up and he explodes it with either a berserker or a leap finisher, he's able to create the fire field with a leap finisher. Then he can explode it with an like a rampage move, such as outrage, his rage move, or his flaming fury, his elite F1. Not his elite F1. Yeah, his elite is a rage as well. So he's got to wait for that fire field from Torch where he can put on that heavy condi. So he gets the fire field, does the leap combo, and then he gets that fire shield, which he can explode and get those stacks. But Sergeant Gyros does have a lot of condi clear, so he's going to have to be careful. No, he doesn't have much condi clear, actually, so he does have the advantage. He doesn't even have Purge Gyro. He doesn't have Elixir C. He does have the cleanse on hit, that's for sure. And he does have Inventions, but Inventions doesn't... Yeah, the anti-corrosive plating, so that procs really well with Reconstructed Field. So when he pops Reconstructed Field, he gets about 3 pulses of protection, which give him 3 cleanses as well. So he's just got to make sure that he's very attentive on those. He doesn't have too much cleanse, so he's got to be very careful. And at the same time, the lighter doesn't have too much access to fire damage. He can only really get those big stats to fire when he goes back into Torch to get that fire field. So when he's outside of Torch, he's got to be very careful, be a little more defensive. He's trying to get that big burst onto him. They're both really chopping down at each other. There's about 5 seconds left in this map mechanic. And after the map mechanic does tick, there's no more healing, and there's an AoE effect that comes from each spawn point. So they got to be really attentive. Oof, this doesn't look good for the lighter. As I mentioned, there's no healing, so he's kind of stuck at this low pace. He's got 5 seconds left on his torch. So if he can wait for this, oh, he's actually swapped over. Well, 5 second swap is not bad either. He does have the shield to try to mitigate any damage. He's being a little patient. Ooh, Gyros ends up missing it. And the gas is starting to move in, guys. And they're going to be forced to make this fight either way. He can't swap over. I'm surprised he's not going for Torch yet. There he goes for the Torch, and he falls into the AoE and it ends up killing him. Both of them are using very funny builds, and this is what I expected, especially considering the patch was yesterday. Is that you, Cloud? Nope, that's Stomp. Hey, Stomp, what's up, buddy? I'm in the Discord with Stomp and with Alex, Arkansas Alex. He's usually always in here with me. And I like having guys with me inside, especially if these are just casual things. We're not, just like I said, we're just trying to build the community, get to know each other. And I like to shoutcast them for you. So when you're watching, you're just not watching, you know, regular gameplay that you could be doing yourself. You actually have an announcer. I'm trying, I'm practicing, I'm really new, guys, so bear with me. I've only been doing this for about a month and a half, so I'm really new to shoutcasting. If you like it, well, I was watching Roy's stream today, and Roy is actually a special guest shoutcasted once for me for a little bit of a match, and he's really, really good. I really enjoy his stream. He's very, very energetic, and I like what, yeah, he's really fast, and I enjoy watching it. I pick up a lot of little tips from him. So if you guys ever get the chance, I definitely suggest you watching Roy's stream. Really, really, really good stream and super funny too.
I watched him do like a GVG World v World tournament.
Yeah.
Like, and it was so crazy. Like him calling it. It was really good.
I want to emulate him, and he's good practice. I watched some of his videos. Yes, sir, doing a tourney. I watch his videos and try to see what he does and try to pick up on little things. He's really good, you guys, and super nice dude, man. Should definitely check him out, Roy. So 6 Gyro's getting the better of the damage over here onto the lighter. He's not able to counter with anything super heavy. He doesn't even have a shield. He goes for the shield bash, but he's standing inside that hammer 5, which is a lot of AoE damage. I don't think that's... He's got to be really careful with those burns. And Condi might get him. He's at 762. He's got no Gyro. Gyro's only proccing in 5 seconds. He's got to be able to take that advantage. But this is also... Oh, he's able to leap across. Really good job on that. I think that was the sword leap. And he's able to close that gap. Really, really beneficial. Especially in this map. If you don't have any sort of leap, it makes it really, really difficult to be able to close the gap when your opponent uses that. So terrain is really important. And trying to keep up on your keep up on top of your opponent. Now we're going to probably go into the map mechanic. They're both doing really good. There's the torch. He's got, now you can see there, you see his fire shield come up again, and he's just trying to proc those. And there's the bleeding that comes up. And it's almost like a passive. So as soon as he uses a rage skill, that fire shield will explode, putting on, I believe, it's 4 stacks of burning. 3 stacks of burning. So you don't even notice it. And if you can do them really in rapid succession, so maybe with a sword 2 leap, if I would even use Bull's Charge to get that extra leap with the stun, then in a headbutt extra stun. There's a lot of combos. I used to use a build similar to this, which is very entertaining. And the Gyros is being, gotta be really careful. That 6 stacks of burn again. He doesn't even have his, that's what the hard part, he doesn't have the cleansing. He actually going into a 1-1 series. Oh my god, guys. This is our first match of our tournament so far in the first round, and we've already got a game 3. And these are just for fun, guys, so it doesn't matter what you bring. Bring something interesting. Bring something new. The patch has just hit. Everybody's been theory crafting. We did a 2v2 yesterday, which is really good. We had a lot of participants. I think it was one of the biggest 2v2s that I've actually shoutcasted for. There was 15 or 16 teams. It was really, really nice. And it was actually a suggestion from my man Naru. I was doing 1v1. He's like, bro, come on, let's do a 2v2. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, 2v2 is going to be exciting. The new patch, just do the 2v2. And I was like, ah, fine, I'll do the 2v2. Ended up doing it. It turned out really, really, really nice. So big ups to Naru. You guys should definitely check his stream out too. Really good streamer. Gives out some fucking awesome information. And if you're nice to him and you don't act like a douchebag, he's super nice to you and he will answer any of your questions. So big ups to him. You should check him out. And Grimjack, another really good guy too, man. Grimjack's one of my favorite. I think Roy is my new favorite now. Grimjack and
Cat did a really good job. The little bit I've heard him like shoutcast.
I wish he, yeah, he shoutcast, special guest shoutcast for 2 of my tourney.
Was it him and Naru? I know him and Zeromus did.
Yeah, him and Zeromus did it. Yeah, and Naru did a little bit too. It was really good.
They're all really.
Yeah, they're all really good, man.
I'm not trying to, but they were really good.
Yeah, I'm really, like I said, I'm really new, and I really appreciate when these guys come in and shoutcast because they pick up all the little nuances, all the little things that I don't notice, they notice. And I like to practice with them and just hear them at the same time. I'm probably going to do another one. I'm looking for another shoutcaster. I got something in the works. I don't think you guys are ever going to believe it, but I'm in the process of trying to get this shoutcaster to come back. But we'll see if it happens. I'm not going to say any more than that.
I think I know who it is.
I'm not saying any more than that. So here we go into Gyros is trying to get the big pressure onto the lighter. Now the lighter's got to be careful. Let's see. He doesn't have... He's got to be really careful with those burnings. I said, oh, there you go. That's the big change that he did go for. He did switch over to full fucking... He's got all gyros. Very interesting. And the first gyro is a really fast cooldown. It's only 20 seconds, as you can see. So it gives him a big advantage. Is he still going with anti-corrosive? He doesn't have a choice but to go with anti-corrosive. As the rules for this tournament are, the class you start with is the class you finish with, and you can't change your 3 spec lines. So he's stuck with Inventions, Alchemy, and Scrapper. Now this is just a battle of attrition over here. They got to be very careful. Try not to get caught in those burnings. He's doing a much better job, and you can see he can sustain a lot better, considering he doesn't only have that one clear from Reconstructive Field. And he does also have a clear from the Medic Gyro, because when he pulses a heal, he also gets a protection, and the protection kind of synergizes with anti-corrosive plating, giving him the extra Condi clear. Really good job so far, and they got to be careful. Now there's only 15 seconds up to the map mechanic, so he's got to be really attentive on their cooldowns and make sure they get their burst ready. And right around the 6 to 8 second mark is when they want to punch their opponent really good. Or not punch, but you know what I mean. Really get that big blast of damage. So by that time they try to realize what's happening. The mechanic is already timed up. And this is a good position for Gyros already. He's sitting a little higher in health than he is on Lighter. Lighter is getting his torch, and this is where he gets the majority of his damage from that torch, from that fire field. Here he goes, trying to combo it with the leap, and right there, bursting it with the rage and the shatter. He's got to get another leap in there. He can use this guy as well. With the any torch skill will proc a fire shield inside the fire field combo. Good job by Gyros. He knows that he's got heavy burn, so he just put on the Purge Gyro, and you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to change your weapons. You're allowed to change your runes, your amulets, your sigils, your utilities. You can change the traits inside your spec lines if you so choose. The only thing you can't change is your class and your specs. Really good job by 6 Gyros, and a really nice good comeback from... oh my god, it doesn't get any closer than that. They're both down. He's in the AoE. He ends up getting the down. That was a really tough fight. Oh my goodness. And for those of you who just joined into the Twitch chat, guys, I'll post the challenge.com bracket for you so you can see. There you go. Sorry, I'm not even keeping up on the Twitch chat, guys. Let me go back up here. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to make sure the next contestants know who the match is. Oopsie daisy. Thanks so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. Now we have Shao versus No Name. That was Demonoid who took that in the 2-1 series. That was really good. I enjoyed that. So it's Shao versus No Name, guys. Shao versus No Name. Let me take a quick look at this. Sorry guys, we're chatting a lot here. I can't even see. Can I be a sub in case someone leaves? Yeah, of course. If anybody wants to be a sub, you definitely let me know. Whisper this guy right here, Bloodhound 1674. I always like having at least 3 or 4 subs throughout my tournaments. So when someone does drop, I give them 2 minutes, and as soon as the 2 minutes is up, I throw them out and put the sub in right away. So we don't waste your time, my time, or the participants' time. So if you want to be a sub, whisper this guy right here, Bloodhound 1674. I'm gonna catch up with the chat, guys. Oh, I didn't even take a look at his build. God dang it. He's got strength, discipline, and defense. I haven't seen Tactics Warrior yet in any of my tournaments. Strength with Marauder. He's got Axe Shield with Greatsword. He's trying to put the big damage, and Equivocoke runs a Condi Revenant. He's running here Tempest with Sage Amulet. He's got Mace and Shield, Sword, and Axe. He's also got Invocation, Corruption, and Herald. He's been playing this build. Oof, really good job coming up from here, and especially considering he doesn't even have the tactics. He's going Core Warrior, which put a lot of pressure onto Equivocoke. I'm going to watch that next match a little more. And No Name, I don't know if he's... I definitely think this is an ult. The map mechanic on Kisama is the same thing as any other map, but this one is just because it's linear. I kind of like it. It's kind of like that you see in the old school movies where the two walls start to come in and crush the people, and they're like, no. It's kind of like that. It's pretty cool, and it forces them closer and closer and closer. So you'll see the AoE comes from here. The AoE comes from both the spawn areas, eventually encroaching onto both opponents. This is a best of 3 series. Equivocoke does know this. Yeah, I thank you, Spank. Let me just make sure that's him. Yeah, that is him. And he's a good player. He's going to be able to adjust. And like I said, not only is it necessarily just your build.
Can he change his build, his trait lines?
No, you cannot change straight lines.
Look at his trait lines.
Oh, he changed. Hold on. Thank you for that, Alex. Look at that. Man on point.
Yeah. Shao knows I ain't trying to bust him out, but he wouldn't do it if he knew he couldn't. I ain't trying to rat on nobody, but...
Thank you. We run on the honor system here, guys. These are just for fun. And he probably didn't know. I'm going to whisper him right now to let him know that he has to change back. Drinks a lot of water, and with honey, oof, did that and saw 0% improvement. You're just voiceless for forever now. Oof, I thought my, sorry guys. IDRP with him for sure. We found Alex. All I know is that Alex dude sounds like a sexy ass gamer. That's Alex, you're too funny. Sweet, I got a substitute. Sweet.
Alright. Can you switch up?
Equivocoke. You must go back.
There we go.
There we go. Corruption is back. Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. So here we go. He has returned back. Thank you, Alex, for pointing that out. Really appreciate that. Now, he got caught over there, and he knew he was going to get caught, so he was going to try to counter a little bit, but that's the main reason why I don't allow that. You have to keep you do already have a lot of room, wiggle room to change weapons, runes, sigils, amulets, the trait, not your lines, but the traits inside your spec lines. And if I allowed people to change their specs, it would just get really, really trolly after a while. People would be super hard countering, and it just wouldn't be fun, I don't think. So you have to be, and it also adds a little bit of strategy to your game. You have to be very careful on what you enter. You never know what you're going to be fighting, so you got to be ready for almost everything. And that's a different dynamic with 1v1. You can be a little more aggressive and a little more selfish with your build, and you can really play to counter your enemy. Really good job by Raging right now, not taking any damage, especially avoiding that sword 3 from Equivocoke. Now he goes into Rampage. He actually got big hard pressure by Equivocoke. He's stuck in the back, and he ends up beating his face in. So that's a No Name that ends up moving forward. Thanks for joining, Shao. I really appreciate it. Next up, we have Unbeatable versus Akero. Unbeatable versus Kero.
Yeah, with the glint trait line, the facet of darkness or whatever is glitched right now to where it does if they're not stealth, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't blind or anything, so it's kind of sucking for glint users.
That does suck, eh? Holy no, I didn't know that. I know you'd expect them to patch something like that, but there was a big patch today. It wasn't. It didn't correct any of that. I saw a patch today. I had to reset my My Guild Wars. Let me take
I
a
don't know.
Let me take a quick look at low budget warrior over here. He's running strength, discipline. Ah, there we go. Tactics. This is Warhorn skills. They changed the Warhorn skills. They've changed the Shake It Off as well. He's running over here Axe Warhorn with Greatsword. I'm going to be watching him for this one. And we go over here. Wise the Healer. He's running Hybrid on this side. Sword Focus, Axe Shield. He's running Rune of the Traveler. Is he running Zeal? Yeah, he is running with Zeal. This is what I saw the Naru running the other day as well. So I'm going to watch Low Budget Warrior. And now this is going to go into the advantage of the Warrior, I think, because he's got in tactics and he can cleanse those condies rapidly and he can heal off them. And Low Budget Warrior is probably going to be looking, the Wise Healer is probably going to be looking for most of his damage coming from condi, so it might not be in his favor. We're going to see how this turns out, though. It might even go to the Map Mechanic. Good pressure coming out from Low Budget Warrior, trying to stay on top of him. He goes into a rampage a little early. Let's take a look at Low Budget's cooldowns. Wise to Healer's cooldowns. He's still got access to 2 of his tombs. He's got a couple. He's only got spec into 1 mantra, and his heal mantra is still pretty good. He's being very patient, using LOS to the perfect advantage. And that's what it is. He doesn't even have to use his utility skills most of the time. He's just using the terrain. Big, big whirlwind coming out from low budget. And that's what you got to be careful for. Especially as a Guardian. If you don't have a blocker blind up, you tend to be very squishy compared to a Warrior. And he does have a lot of condi clears. It's going to be really tough for Wise the Healer to get away from this one. Maybe if he can make it to the Map Mechanic and then use that to his advantage. Try to pop in and out with a couple condis. Try to tick him down. Really good combo. He gets him in the Bull's Charge. Arcing Slice. Whirlwind. Really good combo coming out from Low Budget Warrior. Doesn't look good for Wise the Healer. He's trying to resustain. He's gone through all of his tombs. He doesn't have any of his mantra left. It doesn't look good. He gets him with that Breaching Strike, I believe. Oof. And that's it, Low Budget Warrior. As I thought, it was going to be very, very, very hard for Wise the Healer to be able to win that one. But he was a valiant effort. That's only game 1. He can change a couple things in his build if he so chooses. Maybe he can go a little more tanky and try to make it all the way to the end. But he's got to be careful for those big bursts coming out of Warrior. And it's hard to play Warrior at top tier, in my opinion. The animations are so obvious. It's like you really got to be able to kite and bait those animations really well. And you can see as soon as he landed his Bull's Charge, he took full opportunity of that. Used everything he had in his toolkit to get that damage down in that little 3-second frame that he had available to him. Really good job by Low Budget Warrior. I believe that's no name. Let me take another look over here. Who is this guy over here? Unbeatable. Oh yeah, I know who that is. I know who that is. He's my secret assassin that nobody knows his alt account, but he's definitely good. So here we go, guys. We're going into the game 2. Wise the Healer. Let's see if he made any changes. Nope. He's just going for that extra sustain. It's going to be tough. Guardians don't really... I've always seen Guardians play a lot, and I don't see them have that big burst heal. So when they get really cleaved and trailed and like hunted down by a Warrior who's got big damage, it's really hard. Nice pulls coming out from Wise the Healer, getting some good sustain. But as I mentioned, those condis are never going to stay on top of low budget. He has gone through... he's got Grand Fury over here. He's only used 1 Shake It Off charge, and that's a big heal. He's got Mending. Oh, really good combo over there. He's just hunting them down. There's not much that Wise can do. He goes into the Rampage. He's got to be really careful. Nice block on that one. Another good block on that one. Good mitigation coming out from Wise the Healer. He's trying to get away from him. Almost negated that entire Rampage. He did get hit with that big charge at the end. He's doing a much better job here. Just being a little more patient, a little more cautious, not getting too excited. But as I mentioned with the Warrior, it only takes a second or two for him to get a big chunk. And there you go. There's that huge chunk he just took from him. He does have his Eviscerate, which he's got to be careful for. Here comes the Arcing Slice. Just a Trailblaze to try to... Oof. I think he did that. No, he didn't land the Arcing Slice. Does he have Mage Main proc? I'm not entirely sure of that either. I should have checked. Oh, yeah, that's it. So no Spellbreaker. Sorry about that, guys. Oof. He gets him in the Eviscerate. Huge Eviscerate. But why is the healer's doing a really good job of sustaining? He's going for that mending. I'm not sure if he was mending at first. Oof, and that big damage again. It's going to be hard. Why has he got to be able to not stand so close to him like that? That was a little dangerous. He kind of knocked him down and just waited for him to come back up and punch him in the face again. He's just kiting around the pole as much as he can. There's just 10 seconds left. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do much. Good job on the Bull's charge. Our King Slice. Oof, 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 oof. Really, it's not much wise the healer can do in that situation. So I commend you either way for doing the best you can. We still love you, Carol. Next up is going to be, this is going to be a good match. I'm excited to see this one. Bionics.
Well,
Sorry, Storm?
she did well there. But
Yeah, Bionic Stereo versus Control Freak. Control Freak is another super, I don't know if you guys know the person very well, but they are very dominant players. They've done, if you take a look at my last 2v2s and stuff, things of that nature, they usually do 2v2s and 3v3s. That's the style of tournament that they prefer. But they're definitely 1v1 strong. Oh, and I wonder what they're going on today. Is it a hollow? Yeah, a hollow today. Ooh. Thank you, Bo of Boo. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that, man. When you guys click that follow or that subscribe button, it really pats me on the back, lets me know I'm doing a good job. It just encourages me to keep doing this, man. Like I said, I'm very new to shoutcasting, so I appreciate that, guys. Hey, come on. You guys are too nice. Thank you, Saudi. I really appreciate that follow, man. You guys are the fucking best. Thank you. I could not do this without you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all the love and support I've been getting. You guys are fucking incredible. Thank you so much. Aw, come on, guys. Come on now. 64 MB, you're the best. Thank you so much, man. Let me get to this match. If anybody else follows, I will thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Oof, win trading's... Is he a Condi thief? Yeah, he is Condi. He's got to be careful here. Now, it's kind of a... I don't know who's necessarily in the disadvantage here because these hollows are very... Oh, he's look, you see. Oh, thank you for that follow, man. Woo woo. Oh, what? Grimjack? I'm Grimjock. I'm Grimjock. I don't think that's Grimjack. That's I'm Grimjock. But thank you for that subscribe, bro. That's really fucking cool. Oh, Anki-sama. Oh, Sleep Play Grub is gifting out subs left and right. Please, oh my God. Thank you so much, Sleep Play Grub. Woo woo. My man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, I'm just playing.
Sleep Play Grub, you're the best, bro. Thank you so much for that. Woot woot, Sleep Play Grub. I really do appreciate that, man. You're the fucking best. Thank you, thank you. So, Grimjack, you got a sub. Enki-sama, Sky Black, Zitterbait, Bossum, you guys are all new subscribers, baby. And my emotes are pending, so you're going to have access to 4 brand new emotes if you so choose. Okay, guys, let me... Oh, my goodness. What's happening here today? Oh, Bossum, these are going through this... Oh, my God, I love you so much, Sleep Play Grub. You actually knew... you've subscribed not long ago, actually. Thank you so much for that, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Exilum, thank you for the follow, man. You guys are fucking dope. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is why I do this, man. You guys want this type of content, and I bring it to you every single day. And every single day, man, it just gets bigger and bigger because you guys really like it, and I'm happy that you like it. So look, we go win trading, and as I mentioned, it's kind of a catch-22 going both ways. The Hollow is susceptible to Condi, and the Thief is very susceptible to high damage, but he's got to be able to stay away from him. He's got to be super, super, super careful here. He tried to get in the Shockwave, and there is a change to Shockwave. It doesn't have the 600 radius. It's only got the 300 now. He gets him in the overcharge. Really clean win by win trading over there, but he was really prepared. He had the Elixir C ready. He also has the healing turret. I'm not sure if he went with cleansing. Yeah, he does have cleansing, and he also has Rune of Leadership, so there's definitely a lot of Condi clear coming out of here. That was a quick win by Control Freak on that one. And the Thief is very susceptible to high damage. A lot of people say they're OP, they're OP, they're OP, but in reality, if you count, there is a hard counter for them. So it's Naru versus Reva Boa on this one here, guys. And as I mentioned, if you guys have a chance, take a look at Naru's stream. You should definitely scope it out, man. He is one of the top players. And he's running that build that we just saw before. Axe Shield with Sword and Focus. Rune with the Mender, with the Traveler. And he's running Zeal. He's actually opted up to go here. Most of them go down here. Powers increase, gain additional power while holding a Greatsword. But he doesn't have a Greatsword. Or is it this? Yeah, gain condition damage based on your power. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm going to watch Naru from this one. And Reviboa runs a very interesting Condi build as well. Invocation, Corruption, and Herald. It's going to be a little difficult for him because he does have a lot of Condi clear. Just naturally coming from, he's got Contemplation of Purity. Okay, interesting. And he's got the tombs to his accessibility if he so chooses. This is going to be a tough match either way. And as you can see, Naru just using the W key to mitigate a lot of damage, trying to create some distance, really good pull, trying to get those combos, having him inside the himbo symbol, good shield of absorption to get the big push. And then he gets the big pull on the Tomb 1. Really, really, really good combo, just keeping him locked as much as you can, not giving Reviboa a chance to get some damage down onto him. Now his main source of damage is going to be from Condi, so he's got to be really careful and attentive. And it's really hard for Reviboa, especially starting at such a disadvantage. Naru was able to get his opener first and just CC chain that. Another big pull, be able to drop that big damage. He's got that big stacks of vulnerability, as we saw that he was going for in Zeal, to get that extra vulnerability, which does a lot of damage in condition and in just physical. Reviboa's got to try to get some counter pressure. He is resustaining now. He does have his glint coming back in about 15 seconds, so that's going to be useful for him. He can sustain. He does have a lot of sustain. He does also have that little weird bubble there that they create. I'm not sure the name of it. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on that. Good AoE drop by Reviboa. As you can see, he dropped his invuln and the big AoE. Naru noticed it and backed off very wisely, but it was a good job by Reviboa. He's able to create a little bit of distance and give him some extra times on those cooldowns. And that's exactly right. As many little couple seconds as you can gather throughout the match to get back on your cooldowns is going to make the difference. He's doing a pretty decent job right now. His glint is going to be back up in 10 seconds. Got to be able to sustain. He's not in Shiro, so he's not going to take that much damage. There's the invuln. He doesn't have Shiro, excuse me. It's the Demon Stance. I'm not the greatest with Revenants. I did make a brand new Revenant, so I can practice a lot of their different builds. So when I do shoutcast, it's a little easier for me. So here we go. Reviboa trying to get the big cleave onto him. He's fully resustained. He has used his glint. There's 0 seconds left in the timer. Now they gotta be really fucking careful. Here we go with the big glint. Naru doing a good job, but now he's got to be careful. He doesn't have any access to his heal skills. He does go, drops the big OE. That was a really good job by Reviboa, especially considering the platform that they're on. Naru didn't have anywhere to go, so he dropped his invuln and the big AoE to just try to get any cleave damage as he could. This is a really good match so far. He does have a lot of Condi on top of him. He does not able to use his glint heal, as I mentioned, because the map mechanic is involved, but definitely still a good showing from Reviboa. Really impressive. And we're going to see this new build that Naru's been working on. I don't think this is what people were using before, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is what we're seeing. And thanks again, Sleep Play Grub. That was really awesome of you. I really appreciate that, man. Fucking epic. Thank you, thank you, thank you for donating all those scrubs. Now, Grimjack, my favorite streamer, you have full access to my stream and eventually my brand new emotes. Grimjack makes you laugh. Really funny, really good dude. You should definitely watch him as well, man. Really solid. They both, Naru and him, give out good info. And I've just been watching Roy's stream recently. Fucking solid, dude. You should definitely check him out. So we're just going to wait for Reviboa to come back in. We'll take another look at Naru. Take a look at his sigils. So on his axe and shield, he's running with Absorption, Steal a Boon when interrupting an enemy, and Annulment. Annulment has always been strong, and I see a lot of top tier players use it, especially in 1v1s. Hey, Dios! What's up, buddy? And Rune of the Traveler, and then on his sword and his focus, he's running with Energy and Annulment. Annulment again, and these are things I'm going to definitely start to run. And usually Absorption and Annulment, they seem to be really huge, especially when it's passive, you know what I mean? So when the guy has his stability up and all of a sudden you come in with just your sword too, they don't expect the Annulment to come on top and take their stability. They still expect to have the stability. Next thing you know, they're locked in a CC chain, completely out of like shock, like, whoa, where's my stability? And before they know it, they've already been chunked down to death. Already getting the Ray of Judgment on top of him. Good job dropping that AoE down onto Naru. He tried to use the Shield of Absorption to push him out of there. Tries to get him in the pool, doesn't get him. Reviboa's got to be careful on how low he gets. So as soon as he gets below half, it becomes less of a slobber knocker and more of him trying to mitigate damage to evade and try to heal back up. He's got to be able to keep his health up so he doesn't get you don't get too aggressive. You know what I mean? When you're in a team fight and you see someone low, all of a sudden you focus them a lot harder. Oof, really good combo coming out from Naru over there, chunking the shit out of Reverboa. He tried to get that 2-1 pull, but Reverboa actually dodged it. Really, really good effort. Oops, hold on. I think I just... Oh, making me manually go to your stream. Couldn't click through Discord. Can't see. Oh, sorry how things are going. I have watched your channel. Oh, thanks. Hey, Breath Chirasinico. What's up, buddy? Here, Deuce, I'll post the bracket for you so you can follow along with me. And our next match coming up is Alex versus Sergeant Gemini. Alex versus Sergeant Gemini. Hold on, let me...
Oh, I'm up right now?
Yes, sir. You're up right now.
Oh, shit.
There's the brackets for you guys. So if you want to follow along with me, you may do so. Just click that button or click that link and you'll see the challengebracket.com. Let me just update that match. That was Naru who ended up winning that one. So it's Alex versus Sergeant Gemini. There's Sergeant Gemini's already in. Alex is coming in. Let's take a look at
Sergeant. Naru's so scared, just hoping I lose. He doesn't have to fight me. That dude is scared.
I'm sure he is very, very, very scared.
So scared right now. But I'll throw for you, Naru. Don't worry.
So take a quick look here. He's running over here, sword with dagger. He's got short bow, deadly arts, trickery, and daredevil. So let's take a quick look at Alex. He's running Tactics Warrior. I like seeing Tactics Warrior. Anything new, I like seeing in my tournaments, guys. So if you have something new, bring it. So he's got Strength, Discipline, and Tactics. He's got over here Axe with Warhorn and Greatsword. Warhorn is starting to show its face, man. We got Holbrack with Demolisher. So this is not going to be in the greatest advantage for Sergeant Gemini. As you can see, they're Condi Thief, and he's running with Tactics, which definitely does a lot of cleansing. Soldier focused, heals allies, affected allies, deal increased damage. You shake it off automatically when you have a number of conditions on you, removing damaging conditions from any ally. From an ally, heals them. And also breaks stun. So this is super huge. Shake it off has become super dominant. And applying might to an ally heals you. So that's why they usually go with for justice. And yeah, and gaining heal power. Shout skills gain reduced recharge and heal allies. So it's really strong. So not only do you heal on might, but you also heal on the shout, and you also heal on Condi Cleanse. So it's really strong, and it's going to be difficult for Broccolisa. They just got to be able to bait them into using their shake it offs as much as they can, and then try to dump on top of that. So use a couple little things, a lot of Condi cover. Just use Condi cover. Try to make him pretend like, oh, this Condi cover is, if it's not too many high stacks. He already goes into Rampage already. Really good job by Broccolisa. Heavy pressure onto Alex. He's in Rampage. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to sustain through this. He does have the 3 stacks of bleeding. He does go back. Mending is available to him. He does pop it. Broccolisa doing a really good job. He gets the whirlwind and he gets the big rush and ends up getting the big cleave on Broccolisa, bringing them down. Really good job on that one. Oh, Deuce, I'm not using the auto DJ for this because if I use the auto DJ and they play a lot of songs that are regular or that a lot of people hear, it's gonna mute me in my video. So I just use generic lo-fi beats. So it's kind of a little something, a lull in the background, so you guys can kind of have something to disrupt the silence. So good job by Alex on that one. Not too shabby, Cabby. Not too shabby. Once again, guys, thank you for all the follows and all the subscribes. I'm trying to get to 20 subscribes this month, and I'm trying to get to 500 followers this month. On my first month that I did, I hit my follower goal and I hit my sub goal. I actually blew them up, so I'm hoping to blow this one up this month. Thank you so much for that sleep and all the follows, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. If you like that content, man, click that follow, click that subscribe. I put it out every single day for you. I'm just trying to bring you some content, bring you something good, man. I just don't want to just stream ranked or just do the regular thing. I actually want to be like maybe a shoutcaster or something entertaining for you guys to see, especially for PvP. We're lacking it, and now we're just making it more popular, man. Thanks for coming, guys. I fucking appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So here we go into rank number 2 game. My boy Mike, what's up, Boogly Oogly? I didn't notice all the damage that Broccoli was able to put down on Alex. What is he running as a rune or an amulet? He does have demo. There's just a lot of Condis. That's Condi stacks right there. He wasn't able to cleanse them fast enough on the first one. I believe he just used Dagger Storm. I believe I heard the animation for Dagger Storm. That's really unfortunate. He doesn't have that available to him right now. And I think it would be a perfect time for a Rampage. I think, especially if Dagger Storm has already been used. He doesn't have any of that big mitigation. Oh, he ends up getting cucked by the rock throw on the pillar and on the charge from the really good use of terrain on Broccoli. And now Alex has no way to close this gap here. He's kind of stuck on the other side. And this map I don't use too often, guys, so don't worry. I wasn't expecting too many participants, maybe 10, 12 this tournament, but I ended up getting 16, so I was like, fuck it, I already said I was going to use this map. We're going with it. And it's a little bit of a change from the monotony or expand in the Asura Arena. And I kind of like it. When the map mechanic comes in and it just closes on everybody. Very entertaining for me. Right now, he's just kind of kiting back. He's waiting back. And for this kind of works into Alex's advantage. He does have the ability to big burst. And he's just waiting for a shake it off to come back. So it is a long cooldown. It's like a 50-second cooldown per charge. 50 seconds per charge, I believe. Hey, boogly oogly. Just axe throwing across. He does the mending. Good patience coming out from here from Sergeant Gemini. Knowing that if he gets too close, he's going to be in big trouble. We only got 17 seconds left. This is going to start putting the pressure on both of them. If Sergeant Gemini ends up using these big ports or these big tiers, top tiers to his advantage during that timer, he might be able to get it if he ports back and forth. But he's got to be able to put that damage. I wonder who's gonna get interesting either way. And I think it's Alex with the first win right now. Broccoli's trying to hang on. There's no more healing now, but he does have access to Condi Clear. Broccoli's just using it to full advantage, and this is one of the reasons why I don't use the map, because people who don't have range kind of get cucked a little bit. But don't worry, I don't use them often. He uses the rock throw. He gets it with the rock throw. If only he could leap over. He tries to leap. He just misses it. He's like the big clunky dude. And Broccolisa just using it to his full advantage here. And Alex is, he's at lost for words right now. He can change his weapons if he so chooses. So if he wants to use a sword next round so he can leap over. But Broccoli doesn't realize he's standing in the AoE off, and so does Alex. No! If Alex used that AoE a little bit wiser and he didn't go up for the stairs, he would have been, because you have to stay literally, because you can see them at the AoE. They were side by side. It just, eventually, in those old school movies where the two walls crush those people in the carburetors. Same concept. So you have to stay directly in the middle as tight as you can. And even if you die, it's like whoever's closest to the AoE is going to get cleaved down first. So a really good match. This is our, what match are we in here, guys? Here, I'll post the brackets for you one more time in our challenge, or in our, did I grab them? Hold on, let me grab them. Let me paste them here for you guys. Ah, dang it. Oh, and yesterday, I apologize. I was supposed to do a weapon skin giveaway, but I don't do giveaways often at all, like 0. And I was just regular, okay, I'm going to just...
Wait. Did I lose the second one? I thought I won it.
You won the first one, and you lost the second one. Lost the second
okay.
one.
I lost the second one?
Yeah. That's to my understanding. Here's the challengebracket.com, guys, so you can follow along with us. This is our 6th match. And out of our 6th match, in our first round, this is our third game 3. So good. I like seeing game 3s, especially in the first round. It gives me a good confidence for things to come. I'm expecting some good matches in the quarterfinals, some superb matches in the semis, and 3rd place and 1st place should be really entertaining. I'm excited. And as I mentioned yesterday, I was supposed to do a giveaway for a weapon skin, and I completely just blew my mind. I logged out. I passed it over to someone else, and then I was reading through chat, and then I heard I see some guy, hey, what about the giveaway? I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot about the giveaway. So I'm going to do that today, and if I do forget, before I end stream, just fucking spam me in Twitch chat, and I'll go get that sword, and I'm going to do the giveaway. I haven't used the Nightbot for the giveaway machine yet. I've practiced it once, but I'm going to practice it again today. Maybe I'll give away 2 little items today. So just stay till the end, and then you guys will be able to have access to that giveaway. It's just going to be picking a number from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or something like that. Good job by Broccolisa. Good job by Alex. He does have the mending. He's going to want to get that... and you're going to want to use the mending as much as you can. He's going to go cheese mode again, I think. Yeah, he's going to go cheese mode. Alex has got the advantage. Here he goes into the rampage. Broccoli's in a bad spot. He gets him with that big kick and ends up finishing him. Alex takes the best of this Game 3 series. Woo woo. Alex moving on to our quarterfinals. Thank you, Sergeant Gemini, for participating. I really appreciate it. Next up, we have Assassin GT versus Marketeer. Assassin GT versus Marketeer. I haven't seen Marketeer in a lot of my tourneys, so he's maybe done one or two, so I'm really excited to see how he does today. And it's an honor to have him. Thank you for coming, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. I rarely see him in my tourneys, and I'm really happy to see that. I really like getting new people or people who don't really do them to start entering and start becoming part of the community. You know what I mean? And especially when you see them on stream and you start to notice them and you're like, hey, I saw that guy on stream. He did really good. You know what I mean? Giving him a little bit of name, giving him a little bit of clout. He's a really good Revenant. I don't know if he's running Revenant today. No, yeah. No, he's running Core Warrior. Is it Tactics Warrior? We're about to find out. He's running with Rune of the Fire, Demolisher. He's got Axe Warhorn with Great Sword. Yeah, he's a Tactics Warrior. But he's going with Warrior's Cunning and Leg Specialist. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Now Esmeralda is running Spellbreaker. So we'll go over here. Let's take a quick look. I just want to see the action. I don't want to miss that. Nice Whirlwind. Gets him into Bull's Charge. Esmeralda's in some big trouble here. He fully sustains. Goes into Rampage. Almost out of desperation. Gets that big kick and the big stomp. Putting some heavy pressure onto Mark. And not only doesn't necessarily have to do a lot of damage, but he's taking away a lot of his kite ability. A lot of his damage mitigation. So as soon as he comes out of Rampage, he's able to really have him a lot softer. Good job by Mark countering with the Rampage. He gets a big stun on him just beforehand. Doesn't look good for Esmeralda. He goes right into the Arcane Slice and then into 100 Blades. Ends up getting the down on Esmeralda. Really impressive performance from Marketeer. And I'm really happy to see him actually on Warrior. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Usually see him on Revenant. Once again, Marketeer, big ups. Thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate it. He's one of the top tier guys. He puts a lot of effort into his builds, and he puts a lot of effort into training and being a good player. So I really enjoy watching people like this. So here we go, as Assassin GT versus Mark. How do you put Mark? That's how you say his last name. That's how I'm saying it. Let's take a look at that one more time. Interesting, interesting. Rune of the Fighter. And he's got energy over here with battle. He's got agility over here with intelligence. He does have a lot of crit chance. Maybe because he wants to proc that right away. He wants to get the Whirlwind procs or the Arcane Slice right away when he swaps over to Greatsword and make sure he guarantees that big crit. Good job on the dodge on that. I think that was a rush, or was that a Bull's Charge? It was a Bull's Charge. Great dodge by Marketeer. And as I mentioned with Warriors, animations are very obvious, so you got to really bait them and got to hide them. Bull's Charge is another obvious one. You can even use the rush beforehand to kind of pretend like it's a Bull's Charge. The animations are only slightly different. Good job on the Whirlwind there, putting some heavy pressure. I think Marketeer did pop his Rampage. Yeah, he did into Rampage. Esmeralda's got to be very careful here. He doesn't want to trade blows with a Rampage, or he does have managed to proc that shield, but he took a lot of excessive damage. When you're in Rampage, you take 25% damage, and you have access to a lot of CC and a lot of damage. So I don't think it was the smartest idea for Esmeralda to kind of go toe for toe for them. Excuse me, guys. And he ends up paying the price for that one. So now we're going into our last match of the first round, guys. Last match of the first round is going to be Onlil versus Duck on Fire. Let me let them know in map chat.
That fight's still going, right?
Oh, it is? He's in Rampage?
He's self-res.
No way. Oh, he's just being trolly, I guess. Letting himself res. So our next match, guys, is Onlil versus Duck on Fire. I don't see Duck on Fire in a lot of my tourneys. I saw him I remember seeing him from somewhere, and I was like, you know what, let me ask him if he wants to join. He said, you know what, I will join. And I was like, sweet. Ricks. Map chat makes me laugh. That was nice of him too. Because Artemis said, that is BM, LOL, and then Marketeer is like, just memes, brother, no foul intent. Thanks again, buddy, I appreciate that, being super, super nice and polite. It was a little BM-y, but he wasn't meaning anything. We're trying to be super douchey about it. So here we go, Duke Metatron, which is Onlil, I believe. Let me just make sure. I've had a couple situations where I've had imposters trying to take the place of other people. So Duke Metatron is running over here with Sword Shield. Ooh, interesting. Great Sword with Vampirism and Barbarian, Radiance, Valor, and Virtues. Very interesting build coming out of here from Alno. Curious to see what he's going to be able to do with this. And then we got over here a Power Thief. Excellent. I like to see these guys. He's running here Dagger with Pistol and Short Bow, Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Daredevil. There wasn't too many changes. I haven't played in a week. Was there a balance patch already? Yeah, Boonkin. There was a balance patch. We had, I didn't think that Scourge was nerfed slightly. Well, not slightly. A lot of people would say it was nerfed to the ground. They just don't have as much pressure as they used to be. Firebrand was slightly nerfed. I think Tomb 3, they took away a little bit of Aegis, but it was nothing serious. They're still pretty strong. They made a lot of interesting changes to Ranger, so it adds a little more skill to their class. They made some changes to Hollow. They made some changes such as Shockwave is only a 300 radius, Corona Burst damage reduction. They did stuff to Scrapper, so you get, instead of losing 300 health, you only lose, or 300 minus 300 vitality. It's only minus 180. So there's a lot of little changes, a lot of little patches. And don't worry about Scourge, guys. They have a plan for Scourge, and this is just one of the steps that they have to take to bring it to where they want to. So let me watch Duke Metatron for this one. He does have Signet of Resolve to cure conditions. He was probably thinking that it's a Condi Thief, and to his surprise, it's not a Condi Thief, it's a Power Thief. So he's in a little bit of trouble. He might have wanted a little more of his Litany of Wrath. Now he's just got to catch Duck. If he's able to catch Duck, and if he's got Greatsword, which I believe he does, Binding Blade is his best friend. He's got to be able to get that Binding Blade, and if he uses it, combos his Binding Blade with Judge's Intervention. Nice job on that Wall of Reflecting. Let's see what that's called here. I think he has it on passive. Oh, no, it's this guy right here. Nope. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm sure you guys do. If you do know it, just post it in the Twitch chat and let me know what that bubble's called. I forgot it. Good job on the Shield of Absorption on that one. Duke is actually holding his own on this one, but it's really the counter for Thief is usually Core Guard, because of the fact that they can port on top of the Thief as much as they want, literally with your Sword 2 and with your Judge's Intervention. Whenever the Thief tries to get away, you just got to be a little patient, try to put the pressure on them, wait for them to shadow step away, and then port right on top of them. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, Sleep Play Grub. Wow, bro, you're on fire tonight. 500 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sleep Play Grub, you are a beast, man. I really appreciate that, man. Everything you've done for me so far, I really, really do appreciate it. Whoa, any cheers again for 1,000, my top cheerer. Sleep Play Grub. I gotta do something special for you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that, man. If you guys like this content, click that follow, click that subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sleep Play Grub. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, everybody, for the follow and the sub so far. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to bring that content for you. I do something every single day. Take a look at my highlights video. You'll see I do 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s every single day. Thanks, Sleep. Oh, no, you already do, sir. Thanks for bringing life to PvP. I'm trying to, and I can't do it without you guys. We're doing this as a community. We're doing it as a unit. We're doing it all together. I'm just that conductor in the front, waving that stick around, baby. So thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. So let me just let him know. I think he's new to this, Ducks. Let me just let him know it's best of 3. Oh, and Lil. Map chat's funny. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take 1 second. I'm just going to run to bio. I don't want to give you too much information, but I'm going to bio really quick. For 2 seconds and chaos breaks out. Alright, where's Ducks? Get in here, Ducks. We need to see some action, my friend. Where are you, Duck? Did they do their match and I just didn't know it? That wasn't that fat. Impossible. Yeah, I turned off audio just for a second, Basecon, so I had to use the bio. Oh, he forfeit? Okay. So we're moving forward. We're moving to the quarterfinals, guys. So Ducks has quit, apparently, from what I hear from the crowd. Oh, no, it was Duck? Yeah, Duck. Hold on. Let me make sure these guys, I don't think these guys are in the duel. Sorry, Primordial, have to make you spectate, Next match. We're moving into the quarterfinals, guys. That's Onlil that moves forward. Duck forfeit. So it's Demonoid versus No Name. Demonoid versus No Name. Yeah, Raging No Name. He actually did really good in his first match. Here we go. Demonoid running his scrap for Hollow. We saw that in the first match. He did really good. He actually ended up going with Purge, but he's probably going to take Purge off. Yeah, he's going a lot more offensive, especially considering that he's probably running. No, he's not Tactics. He's Core Warrior. He did a really good job. Lots of damage coming out of here, especially with Rune of the Strength. Really heavy pressure. Demonoid's got to be really, really, really attentive. He's running over here in Vengeance, Alchemy, and Scrapper. He does have some sort of... oh, no, he didn't go with that. Yeah, anti-corrosive plating, so he does have a little bit of Condi Clear. I'm going to watch 6 gyros for this one. He's got to be really attentive, man. Tries to get him in that. Good job by Raging, not fighting inside that. He knows he doesn't have to, and it does put out a lot of pressure. Really good stun on him. He does have a lot of access. He finally uses his Blast Gyro. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I definitely enjoy seeing different types of builds. He's got his Shredder Gyro to try to get the pressure, but it's just not enough damage coming out of him. Gyros is going to be big, big, big trouble. But Demonoid knows how to adjust his build. And this kind of helps him a bit. He's in Sneak Gyro. And Sneak Gyro gives him a little bit of advantage. It is a long, long stealth. And his gyros, like you see, 20-second cooldown, 25-second cooldown, 20-second cooldown. Really short cooldowns. So it doesn't take him much to get that big burst and to have that sustain right back. He's got to have that kite ability, which I do believe he has from the super speed. As soon as his gyros do finish proccing, he gets super speed. So he can kite as long as he wants. But once that map mechanic comes in, boy, you locked in that cage with the monster and you ain't getting out whether you like it or not. Really good damage. Nice exchange coming out from both of them. He's actually getting the upper hand at this moment right here. He is running with Signet Healing Signet. Yeah, so maybe when he gets to the map mechanic, he might have the advantage, but he doesn't have much time to be able to take that pressure on. That map mechanic comes in really quick on this map. It's a very small map, so it's very, very quick. And for those of you who've just joined, you'll see the map mechanic is actually... There's an AoE that comes from here, and there's an AoE that comes from here, and they both come in and they collapse onto the center of the ring. So you got to be very careful and attentive of where you're standing when it does come. He goes into Rampage. He's got his block up from his hammer. Really good job mitigating that. Nice dodge. He's just kiting him away, as I mentioned. Once his gyros proc, he does get super speed. So that's it for the map mechanic. There's nothing left. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He does have Blast and Shredder about to come up. And as I mentioned, these gyros... It doesn't take long. This is going to come down to positioning. It's definitely going to come down to positioning and who has more sustain when that AoE comes down. And I think that's Demonoid's only chance. Use his Bulwark Gyro and his, all he can use is Bulwark. So try to stay his health as high as possible. So when that AoE does come into collapse on both of them, here it comes. He's got the better of the positioning right now, and he's got to go through that AoE. Big, big damage. Oh, he's got the Bulwark. No, he doesn't. They're literally... This is exactly what I meant. And Gyros is going to end up taking it. What's so trolly? Oh, what? Who was? And this is what I don't like, guys. As you can see in my rules, I don't like people making fun of people that are new or trying new builds. I really don't appreciate that. And people, sometimes when I first started it, especially when I Especially when I first started these, I had 2 or 3 people messaging me saying they really like my tourneys, but they don't want to come back because they get bullied or someone says something. Guys, if you just keep that bullshit to your fucking self, man. If he's trying something new or he's playing something new, just fuck off, man. Let him play it and let him just have fun. I don't want anybody bringing that bad vibe or trying to turn this into something that it isn't. This is just for fun, and we're here just to build as a community. When on the weekends they're a little more serious, and I don't mind it too much. But for now, you know, be nice. I don't want anybody leaving because of that, and I don't want them to have a sour taste. So I'd really appreciate if you guys can follow along with that. Thank you so much. So let's get into game 2, guys. So Raging No Name versus 6 Gyros. That was actually really interesting duel. You had no choice. You had to use that to his advantage at the end. He had to use that to his advantage in the end. He had no choice. It's going to be dangerous here. I'm trying to look at a couple whispers at the same time, so I'm a little distracted, especially with that. It irritates me a bit. But I'm going to just shrug it aside and take care of it at the end of this. He actually goes into the drop throw because he uses a good use on that gyro, but he actually gets revealed. Big pressure coming up from No Name. He ain't fucking around. He's not going to the Map Mechanic again. Big AoE cleave is done. Oh, he just had his heal gyro coming up, but it wasn't enough. He's got to be a lot more attentive. He got really lucky on that last one. But that's a tactic that you can use, and especially in this map where the Map Mechanic is going to force the down. Really good job coming out for both of them, guys. So here we go into game 3. This is our first match in the quarterfinals, and we're already into game 3, so it's very exciting. I like seeing that. Gives me a good idea of what's coming up. And it should be good matches. Our next match after this match is going to be Unbeatable versus Control Freak, which should be another really good match. Let's see if 6 Gyros made any changes here. Purity of Purpose. He does have the Rune of the Chronomancer, which is nice. I've tested that a lot.
Hit me.
Especially when you're going with full gyros, you get super speed on every single one of them. It is really strong. You just gotta find someone who can make the right build with it. There is a lot of potential there, but it's hiding in there somewhere. And nobody really gives Scrapper any attention because it is kind of shitty. Uses that Blast Gyro and the Shredder Gyro just to try to get some cleave damage and put some pressure onto No Name so he can kind of scare him off a bit. But he's going to have to use that tactic of just running away and trying to get as much damage as he can while he's running. He's got a lot of blocks to his availability. Tries to get... Was that a Rampage that he used? Yeah, he did use the Rampage. Nice Axe Throw on him. Good cleave, good arcing slice, 100 blades right on top of him. He manages to proc the Bulwark Gyro to mitigate some of that damage. As I mentioned, or as you may know, you cannot crit when you have barrier on you. But at the same time, he's not running tactics. There is a tactic, or there is a trait with warriors now that do a lot more damage, or 100% or 50% more damage when the opponent has barrier. I'm not sure if he's running that trait. Really good job on the counter over here from 6 Gyros, but he hasn't been able to put much pressure onto Raging. Oof. Really good job by Raging over there, getting him in the Bull's Charge, I believe, and then getting the 100 Blades and the Arcing Slice and finishing off 6 Gyros. Good job by Demonoid on that one, running his... That was a 2-1 series, his Condi Scrapper. And as I mentioned, next up, we have Unbeatable versus Control Freak. Control Freak is a monster, one of the unsung heroes. I don't know if you guys know this person, but they're fucking godly. They play a lot of different classes. So Control Freak. Oops. Control Freak. Versus... That's my short-term memory again, fucking up on me. Versus Unbeatable. And for those of you who just signed into the Twitch, guys, I'll post the brackets for you so you can follow along with me. There you go. Let's take a quick look at win trading over here. This is Control Freak running Rune of the Leadership, Rifle with Cleansing and Energy, running your regular tools hollow. Here's Low Budget Warrior. He's running with the Tactics. There you go. Warrior's Cunning. Also deal more damage to foes with Barrier. So you can see damage increase versus barrier is 50%. Damage increase versus high health, 25%. So if he hits him with barrier right away, and there's a lot of passive barrier that's going to be coming up. There is a little bit of barrier that he does have access to, I believe. He does have barrier when he gets down to below 20% here. So it's going to be interesting. And creates a barrier for each target struck. So his Corona Burst gives him barrier and not much barrier. So that could not work in his advantage. He gets that little bit of barrier but the extra 50% in damage. So it kind of mitigates that no crit. But Control Freak is a very, very top-notch player. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to watch them for this one. Nice pressure keeping on top of him. He's got the blunderbuss. Pops the Elixir S. Does the leap. You don't even need a special leap. He just had the swiftness. Good job using terrain to the advantage. Tries to get the kinetic charge. Doesn't get the shockwave. And as I mentioned on Hollows, they did reduce damage on Corona Burst. Nice timing on the Rampage. Beautifully executed on that one by Low Budget. Knowing that Wind Trading didn't have much left in his utility skill. Noticing that he used a lot of it. Just turning and burning with that big Rampage. Perfect execution on that one. Nice bait. And the Control Freak didn't have enough time to mitigate any of that damage. That was very excellent. Wait. You can't crit if you have barrier? Yeah, from my understanding, you cannot crit if someone has barrier. There is no crit damage. So that's why even the little passive crits that you get from Scrapper are kind of nice and it mitigates a lot of damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe that is what happens with barrier. No, I'm not going to ban Rampage. Rampage is easily negatable. If you're clever and you wait for it, you can definitely get rid of it. The only thing I'm banning so far is Condi Mirage. Black Bear is just the only person I will allow to play Condi Mirage is Black Bear, only because he's the undefeated champion and someone's got to be able to take the title away, and I'm only going to stop him from playing Condi Mirage once he gets beat. So he's the only one that's allowed to enter these tournaments as Condi Mirage because he has been undefeated.
He has rules.
Yeah, like exactly how does it dictate?
Yeah, it's a dictatorship, baby. I make the rules. That's how she goes around here. Nice Prime Light Beam. Ends up getting that on Low Budget. Really tough match for him. Good job by Low Budget. End up taking that win. That's Control Freak that gets taken out by Unbeatable in a 2-1 series. Oh, next up we have Naru. Alex, this is the match you wanted. Naru versus Alex.
Oh, I
Okay,
wish I knew.
I'm finna take this motherfucker's flower.
Take this flower.
It's only 1-1? Oh, it's 1-1. Sorry, is it 1-1? No, no, it's not 1-1. It was Low Budget that won the 2 matches? Am I wrong, guys? Sorry. Am I wrong? Is it 1-1 or 2-1 over here for Low Budget? Okay, one more. Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm not sure who won. Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, Mike.
It's 1-1. Who won the first one? Was it Low Budget who won with the Rampage?
Go ahead.
I must be retarded, guys. I'm slightly, something wrong with me. What kind of casting is this? Oh, don't let the boss see this, please. They're gonna fire me. I need this job, man. I need this job. So here we go into Game 3. Fuck yes, Game 3. Our second match in the quarterfinals. We already got a Game 3, guys. Fucking amazing. I'm not even noticing it. Really, really epic. Good job by Low Budget here. Now it's pressure on both of them. They got to be really attentive, and good job using the LOS. He's got the higher ground over here, and it's really difficult for Low Budget, but he's using anything he can, and this is a really good tactic. And that's exactly what he wanted to do. Force him off the top tier. He has this Rifle Warrior that he can do a lot of damage, but he wasn't able to take advantage of that top tier. Big damage. He's got to be careful. Really good gap closer coming out from Low Budget. Nice arcing slide. I mean, what is that? The Eviscerate. Beautiful Eviscerate. Tries to get him in the Trailblaze to get that cripple on him. He goes into the Rampage, and it was Low Budget who rampaged on the first one. I completely forgot. Oh, Wind Trading's in big trouble here. He's actually in the sitting in a better situation. I'm actually surprised he's going with mending. Not sure why, but it does helping him out. He tries to get in the shockwave. Low budget gets him. Good job by low budget. Really, really, really good fight. The dodge kill. Just a 5k dodge. Easy. The dodge is very, very dangerous. Good job. Let me adjust those scores. That's actually 2-1 series, but it's still unbeatable. That takes it. Next up, we have Naru versus Alex. This is the match that Alex was anticipating. Yeah, I did get him with a really big eviscerate rate. Really good job by Budget, because Control Freak is no slouch. That's definitely really good. I'm excited to see these next two matches. Alex versus Naru, and then we have Marketeer versus Onlil. So let's take another look at Naru. He's running the Zeal, Honor, and Firebrand. This is something that I think that he's created. Maybe it was already there, and there's a couple tweaks that he made. I think they made a couple changes to Zeal as well. He's running with Shield, Axe, Sword, and Focus. Let's take a quick look at Paper Girl Naru. If Warrior can land a couple hits onto barrier, it's hard to recover than it used to be. Yeah, for sure, man. As I mentioned, he is running that extra damage on barrier, and passively he gets barrier from Corona Burst, and he also gets that elixir. I'm not sure what the elixir is called, but it gives him a bunch of barrier when he gets down to like 25% health. So if you even think it's going to help you, it's not. It's pretty much like he can still crit you and do big damage. So it's very, very extra 50% damage. That's huge. Huge, 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 huge. So Paper Girl Naru doing a good job of mitigating that little bit of entrance. I think he already tried his pull. He gets him in the Shield of Absorption. No, there it is. That push and pull. Really good combo. Well executed. Alex is trying to keep the pressure onto him. He's standing in the symbols. Really good clear on all those condies. He's got the Ray of Judgment on top of him. Just keeping that extra pressure, but it doesn't feel like much to Alex. Shrugging it off like a champ. Tries to get the Arcing Slice. Doesn't manage to get it. Tries to go with that little Dagger Storm, the whirling axes. He goes into Rampage, trying to get anything he can down onto Naru. He manages to get that stomp, and he's also getting him to go through a couple of his tombs and a couple of his mantras. Big damage coming up from Alex. Big pull by Naru to mitigate some of that. Good job coming out from both of them right here. Really good job. He tries to get him that whirlwind, tries to get the Bull's Charge. No, Naru actually turns back with the Zealot's defense. Really good match so far. Kudos to Alex putting up a good fight. He's able to get through that and avoid the pull on that one. He's got to be careful with those condies, though. Here they come. He doesn't have any more sort of mitigation. Good pressure coming out from Naru, using the whirlwind to get away with the cripples on top of him. Also using the Bull's Charge to create a little bit more distance. He does get the Ray of Judgment to keep that pressure on top of him. But he's a warrior and he has a lot of sustain, so the Ray of Judgment doesn't do as much as you'd like it to. He tries to get the Eviscerate, doesn't land. He was a little far away. He's got a lot of condi again on him. Good job by Naru stacking it up. But really good job from Alex on that one. Yeah, it does hurt you, and especially like you mentioned, Brunkin, it hurts you to get low barrier at low HP, and he's got a passive barrier gain. Well, like I mentioned, when he gets to 3k, he gets like 3k barrier, which is really, really, really dangerous. It doesn't matter how much barrier you have. If you have it, he gets to 50%. So if you have like 300 barrier, he's just gonna cleave you down like a madman. Really good job, Alex. Woo-wee. You definitely gave him a couple frights there. Very entertaining to watch. So here we go into the second game, 2, guys. We have one more match after this in our quarterfinals. And our first 2 matches in our quarterfinals have already been game 3. So that's very, very exciting. We got 150 gold that we're giving out for this tournament today. It's 50% to first, 30% to second, and 20% to third place. If you guys like to donate for these to keep them going, I accept MC Mystic Coin donations. Just send them to the mail in me, and I will be able to use them for the next tournament. I would really appreciate that. So here we go. Naru versus Paper Girl. I don't think I don't think he's made any major changes. Nope. He's just gonna have to be a little more attentive. Watch out for that push and pull, the Shield of Absorption with that axe. It's a really good combo coming out from Naru, and a lot of Firebrands use that to get the start of their big damage. Here goes the Shield of Wrath. And that's a good job using that whirling axe. just to try to get all those hits onto the Shield of Wrath to try to take it off. Another good push and pull right inside, and he goes into his Tomb 1 to try to get that extra pull, and that's a really good damage mitigator, and as well, just to get those burning ticks to keep going while he's just completely stunned and not able to use any of his utility. But I believe you can use Shake It Off at any point because it is a stun break as well. Yeah. He's got his menu coming up. Now we're putting on heavy pressure onto Alex. Alex doing a good job of just trying to get some distance. Good pressure coming up by Alex. Now we're taking a big beating on that one. A nice eviscerate, bringing him down to 20%, but he's not able to finish up on it. He does have his mending. This is getting to be a really exciting match. Let's take a look at Naru's cooldowns. He has gone through all his tombs. He has no more mantras to his availability. This is Alex's chance to shine if he can take any pressure. Oh, big good pull by his first tomb. Alex has got a lot of stacks of burning. He's not able to clear it. He's just trying to get some distance. He does have the signet of might. He does use it. The eviscerate's there. Oh, really close. Really, really, really close from Alex. Good job. Definitely putting a lot of pressure onto Naru. Impressive play, Alex. I think you found your little niche over here, my man. Really good job. A nice counterplay, and especially when he was pressured, he was able to turn around, and he was able to sustain through all of his mantras and his tombs. So good job. I really enjoyed watching that one. Marketeer versus Enlil. So our next match, Marketeer. This is our last match in our quarterfinals, guys. Then we're moving into our semifinals. We also have a third place match, and our finals match is a best of 5 series. So get ready for that one. It's gonna be a doozy, man. Let's see where Enlil. Yeah, there he is. Duke of. Let me just make sure. Yeah, and we also have Marketeer over here, running on his Tactics Warrior with Axe, Warhorn, and Greatsword. Rune of the Fighter with Demolisher Amulet. Very impressive stuff. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. That was Sleep. Sleep was the one who was donating all those subs. Thank you so much again for that, guys. Oh, and if you like this type of content, I do it every single day, guys. Click that follow, click that subscribe if you want to know when I go live, or if you want to get access to my cool emotes or a little bit of the extra things. If you look below my video, you'll see all the perks for being a sub, my rules, what I bring to the table, a little bit about me, my schedule, all those good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So Marketeer versus Enlil on this one. The Marketeer just trying to bait some of it out, and you can see right there trying to use the rush as a fake for the Bull's Charge, trying to get him to use a dodge, open him up a little more. Big pressure on the Eviscerate, but he's sustaining that quite well. Good job by Duke, but now here comes the big damage. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He has gone through a lot, and he's running the double signet, really interesting build. He gets that shield, and without stability, he's able to stay in there and try to mitigate some damage and try to get some cooldowns up. Good Eviscerate, tries to get him to Bull's Charge. He ends up dodging out of that. He does have his Rampage. The burning is doing a little bit of damage, but he's got the mending. Tries to get that leap onto him, but he's not able to get that big pressure onto Marketeer. Gets the Rampage, and this is a tough match for Guardians. Usually their counters are warriors. They have a lot more sustain, and they have a lot of big damage, so it's very dangerous for them. Oof, this is going to be bad. He tries to get him in that sword, and the Leap of Faith also does a blind, so it's kind of nice. It does that big damage and then blinds, and it opens you up to be able to do another combo right after, but unfortunately he wasn't able to counter. I don't think so. I don't think so, Boonkin. I wonder if Core Conditioned Engineer can compete with Burn Firebrand. Core Conditioned Engineer hasn't been very strong. But if you are going to use Condition, it's probably one of the best Condition Engineers you can use. Right now, I'm actually using a hollow pistol, which is really nice because on Solar Focusing Lens, they actually changed it. So you get 2 stacks of burning on your next attack when you enter, and when you exit Hollow Smith. So you can literally exit Hollow and enter Hollow and have 4 stacks of burning that you can do. And then you stack that up with Photon Blitz, which does like 9 stacks. And then you also have passive crit chance burning. So it does a lot of burning. It's probably one of the better. And it hasn't been seen by many, but I'll be playing it. And you guys will be able to see it. It's pretty strong. So here we go into game 2. I'm just waiting for Enlil. There he is. I got my muffin sitting in the corner here. It's just looking at me. I want to eat it, but I find it rude to eat on stream and you guys are watching me eat. It's like, come on, guy. What are you doing? I did have a bite before. So I apologize for that, guys. But here we go. Last match in our quarterfinals. Marketeer versus Duke Metatron. I'm really excited for the quarterfinals, the semifinals. The semifinals are going to be some epic fucking matches. Is that, no, Grim Jack. Damn it. Yeah, it's too late, Grim. I'm doing another one tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow might be a 2v2, and I want to do a 3v3 this weekend. Every single time I do these 3v3s and 2v2s, the more I do these, the better everybody communicates and better everybody works. They go really smooth now, man. Check out my videos. You'll see how smooth the last couple 2v2s. Really good job by Margaritos getting that Bull's Charge, the Arcing Slice, the full 100 Blades, the Whirlwind. And that's a beautiful combo that you want to be able to execute. And he was able to get it in such a small little time frame. He comboed them so well. He didn't abuse the 100 Blades. He didn't stay in the animation too long. So really, really good job by Margarito. He's definitely one of the top tier players. And good job by Anil as well. So that's it for our quarterfinals, guys. I'm going to post the brackets inside the Twitch channel so you guys can see again who's going to be competing and who he's facing. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it. I don't know why I keep doing this. Bang Bang Bart or some shit like that. But next up, this is going to be a really good match, actually. We're going to be No Name versus Unbeatable. The unsung hero versus the unbeatable man. Unbeatable versus No Name. Low Budget Warrior, Raging No Name. Let me just make sure these are the guys that I wanted. Yeah, No Name. And Unbeatable, this is going to be a good one. He's running with Core Warrior, I believe. No, he's Tactics Warrior. And he's running over here as Core Warrior. Perfect. And he's running a little more damage. He's got Demolisher with Rune of the Strength, Axe Shield, and Greatsword. And over here, he's got the Rune of the Reaper for the chill. It's going to be interesting. They both did really well in their matches so far to get all the way over here. So to get these two guys to fight each other, Warrior versus Warrior. Was it Core versus Spell? The Core versus Core. Tactics Warrior versus regular Core Warrior. And it's all about baiting each other out. They can literally stand toe-to-toe and kind of do no damage to each other, but it takes a fraction of a second to get that. Look at that. Two little jobs. He gets the dodge that does that big damage on top of him. The dodge is what's going to be really, really dangerous. And perfect time for the Rampage. Good job on the shield that mitigates. And he counters with his own shield. Great rock throw. Really good counter pressure coming out from Raging. Really good timing. He was able to get the benefit of all of that. Gets the Arcing Slice. Tries to get the Eviscerate. Does get the Eviscerate. Right into Arcing Slice. But wow, that was really good damage. He gets the Mending just in time. Really good job by Raging. That was really, really well executed. Just getting those axe throws. And those axe throws can hurt. As you can see, it just crit right there for 1.5k on an axe throw. Whew, Lord, he does have the Mending. Really good stun. Tries to finish him, and he gets the end. Really good job by Raging on that one. Wow. Impressive Warrior versus Warrior. Was it our Tactics Warrior that won? No. No, it was our regular OG Core Warrior. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And he's got Annulment. Annulment's huge, man. Annulment's really huge. I really like it. I gotta try using it. I guess I don't like it because I don't notice it, and I'm not. I guess I don't take advantage of that weapon swap Annulment when he's on. When he's got like some sort of stability, or something very like quickness or anything of that nature. Let's see if Low Budget made any major changes. No, he's still going with Rune of the Reaper, and he is running a new build that not many run. He's got over here Mobling as a target. This is the same. I've seen this before, but Warrior's Cunning has changed. There's not too much barrier. I think that's going to be coming out of this Warrior, so maybe he can change that if he chooses it. He does have Shake It Off, which he can heal. And Soldier's Focus gains double radius, but he's not spec'd into Soldier's Focus, which is also new. But I like seeing these new builds, guys. I'm very entertained by that type of stuff. We had the patch that just dropped on Tuesday, I believe. And I did a 2v2 just as the new patch day. Nice to get really good job by Raging. You can tell that he's played Warrior a lot. He's able to see these animations. And the animations from Warrior are very, very clear. Nice job. He's about to get him in that Eviscerate, and he was able to just use his Whirlwind to get out of there. Really, really, really good job. Really top tier play coming out from both of these guys. And then just kind of poking in and out, using that 180 walk to try to bait their opponent. He's kind of like pretending to come in, then 180's back, 180 back, 180 back. And that's what you'll see from top guys. You'll see them do a lot of that back and forth just to try to bait. He'll pretend to come in, then back out. Pretend to come in, then back out. Good job on the Rampage. Really, really good execution. He was getting really hard pressured, and he was a little bit scared of taking heavy damage, so he pops into his Rampage, and low budget was at full health before that Rampage. Really well executed. Now he turns onto the Rampage on his own. He's already got the shield block ready, and this is what I say. If you're ready for the shield for the Rampage, and you prepare for it, there you go. He's completely mitigated the entire Rampage with a good dodge, a good shield, and a good Whirlwind. Very well done by Raging No Name. That was impressive. So that's No Name. Yep. Next up, we have Naru versus Marketeer. This is going to be a really good match. I'm going to let these guys know we do have a third place match. Naru versus Marketeer. This is going to be a doozy, guys. Get ready for this one. Woo-wee. Oh, and we do have a giveaway. I forgot to do the giveaway yesterday. I don't do these very often. I'm just trying to test my giveaway machine. I'm going to be giving out a basic sword skin. You have to play Guild Wars 2, and you have to have a Guild Wars account in order to get this sword skin. So I'm just going to do the giveaway through the Nightbot at the end of this tournament, guys. So stick around if you'd like to participate for that. And my subscribers and my followers get a little extra, or my subscribers get a little extra luck in the giveaway. So here we go, Naru versus Marketeer. He's running his Zeal, Radiance, and Honor and Firebrand build. He's got Axe with Shield. And they've already started. We already know their builds, so I'm curious to see what he does. Marketeer's got a lot of damage that he can put out. And Naru's really good with that push and pull. And then he also tried the Tomb 1 again. That's his combo of choice. Shield of Absorption with that Axe pull, and then that Tomb 1 pull. Really good job with the damage on Marketeer. Naru's got to be very, very careful. And good job by him. He doesn't want to put too much pressure. This is kind of... Good job by Marketeer on that dodge jump to create the gap or close the gap on him. Good job on the push, trying to get some extra pressure on him. Naru's got to be really careful. It only takes a second or two for Marketeer to get that big damage. He's doing a really good job so far, guys. So what's the prize for this 1v1 tourney? Anyway, 150 gold is the prize. Yeah, 150 gold, 50% to first, 30% to second, and 20 gold to third. Naru's doing a good job of sustaining. He still has 2 tombs to his access. He's being patient on his rejuvenating respite. Good pressure over here. This is where he wants to get him. Now Margaritos doesn't have too much in the terms of getting away. He does. There he goes. That's exactly what he wants to do. Force the Rampage. Good mitigation from Naru. Completely mitigating most of that Rampage. He goes with the Arcing Slice and the Whirlwind. Gets big damage. Naru goes right back in with that Sword 2. He's not too afraid. Good push. Good pull. Oh, nice Reese stun by, good Arcing Slice on that one. And now he's got to be really careful when he gets close. And then we got 15 seconds left on this map mechanic. He's going to have to use all the heals that he has left in his availability because they're not going to be very useful after this 10-second mechanic. And this is exactly what you want to do. Put that big pressure. He does go for that... Good job on being patient with that renewed focus. Now he's got all his tombs to his availability when it comes to the good... Again, beautiful push, beautiful pull. Oh, wee Lord mercy. Did you just see that? That was excellent. That was a beautiful combo. Great sustain. Great use of even terrain. So, because with warriors, they don't have much leap or anything of that sort. Everything is linear. So there's a lot of things that can obstruct him. Our Naru was up top. He had the availability of obstruction and LOS, just dropping the symbol, dropping that pull. Connie damage like crazy. And as I mentioned, after the map mechanic, there's no healing. So he's not getting anything from the heal. Whew, that was really, really impressive stuff. It looked a little dangerous. Marketeer did really, really good considering what he was facing. Naru's a strong, strong, strong PV player, if not the best PV player that we have right now this season. As you can see, he is #1 in our PvP bracket, 5v5. Very intelligent player. I highly suggest watching his stream, watching Grimjack's stream, watching Roy's stream. All these guys are really knowledgeable and very entertaining. You should definitely check them out, guys. So here we go into game 2. This is our last match in the semifinals. We do have a third place match. Oh yeah, and watch cartoon stream as well, guys. GW Cartoon. If you want to post your stream inside the Twitch chat, go ahead, Cartoon. I more than encourage it. If anybody in the Twitch has a stream, post it, post it, post it, man. The more people we have streaming, the more people are going to watch, the more people are going to come and play. That's what I want, man. Build this community, get more people. Good job by Naru. I think he's shattered a little bit of Marketeer's confidence now, so he's not as aggressive. He's really able to put down the heavy pressure. Good job on the pull over there. Marketeer was trying to get away, trying to sustain a little bit. But Naru's got to be careful getting so close to him and being stuck in that little area. Good pull coming out from him, trying to get the symbol down. And every time he can get a pull on him, it just stops a lot of damage. He's able to get those condies to tick. The more the condies tick, and he's able to mitigate that. Good job on the mitigation of that bull's charge. Naru's in a little bit of trouble here, but he's being very patient on his tombs. He has a lot to his availability, so he's actually not too pressured. Marketeer's the one who's in a lot of trouble right now. He tries to get that whirlwind and that arcing slice. None of it actually connects. Now he goes on the rampage. Naru's got to be a little careful here. Does have the shield of absorption, but it's not going to work when he has stability. There's only 2 stacks of burning, 3 stacks of burning. Looks like the end for Marketeer, and that's Naru who ends up moving forward into the finals. Good job, Naru. Now we're going to have our third place match. If one of the third place contestants doesn't show, then I'm going to give it to whoever does show. So it's Unbeatable versus Marketeer for third place. I think he's leaving, so I'm going to be giving it to... oh, no? Okay. He can have it. Okay, so we're not going to have a third place. Marketeer is bowing out. Oh yeah, okay. I'll give it to Grimjack. I won't. Grimjack, you can fight. He was the first one who asked. But I'm going to be giving the either way. I'm going to give third place to Low Budget Warrior. So the gold is being giving to Low Budget because Naru and Grimjack didn't do all the matches beforehand. But I'm going to allow him to fight the third place, so at least we get to watch something, and we get to watch Grimjack. Woo woo! Let's take a quick. I love watching Grimjack. Let's take a quick look over. He's running Sage Amulet with Balthazar. He's got Sword Focused, and he's also got Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. Yeah, exactly. But he's not getting the gold. This is not semis. This is third place match. He's not going to get the gold for it. I'm going to give it to Low Budget either way. I just wanted a match for third place, and Grimjack wanted to play. He didn't have a chance to sign up, so this is a perfect opportunity to get 2 birds with 1 stone. Either way, Low Budget, you're getting third place. Food for thought, maybe have a pre-tourney show explaining where everyone that signed up, then post an interview with the champions. Ooh, I could possibly do that. I probably won't do that every single one, but I'll probably do it with the big ones. Like if I do another 1,000 gold 3v3 or anything over 1,000 gold, then I'll definitely make it kind of like so you have to be able to be available for an interview of some sort at the end. But it's definitely something to consider. Thank you for that, Boogly Oogly. Good job by Primordial Stance, really sustaining against Low Budget. He's got to be careful. He can put up some damage. Is he not running? I don't believe he's either Tactics. Yeah, he is Tactics, so he's got to shake it off. This is going to be really hard for Grimjack, especially considering he's Condi. Every time he puts a Condi onto Low Budget, he's able to heal with it. But if he's able to get through those Condi clears, he still has 1 stack of Shake It Off. He does. I'm sure he's running with Brawler's Recovery. Yeah, there's Brawler's Recovery. He probably does have Sigil of Cleansing as well. Yeah, there's Sigil of Cleansing. So he's got a lot of cleansing, and there's not too much Condi cover coming out from a Fire Weaver. They can put those heavy stacks of burns really quick, but you can see the Condi cover that he has is maybe some poison and some chill, but the poison and chill doesn't last long. There you go with the Brawler's Recovery. He's able to swap that and get the heal plus the Condi clear. But Grimjack doing a really good job of mitigating most of the damage. It's probably going to go to the Map Mechanic, and Low Budget does have a chance when it goes to Map Mechanic. Grimjack's not going to be able to heal. He's just got to make sure that he keeps his health up high. There's only 10 seconds left. He's at 50% health. The mending will give him about a 6 to 7k heal. He's just got to mitigate all the damage he can. Pop that heal right now. There we go. Full health, full health. Grimjack's got no more heal to his availability. The Condis won't be able to do that much. He's got the Swirling Wind to avoid any axe throws. But here comes the AoE, baby. It makes the biggest difference in this situation. Low budget's trying to get away. It's starting to encroach on them now. He does have the Eviscerate. Good stun by Grimjack, getting the stacks of Condi, but not able to keep that. He does go into the Rampage. Good job by Grimjack, just dominating in this match. A lot of barrier up, keeping his health nice and healthy, watching for a lot of the animations from the Warrior, and Grimjack ends up taking this one 1-0. Main bugged. I'm not sure what main bugged means. Once again, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This is our 3rd place match. After this, we're going into our finals, which is the best of 5 series. If you like this type of content, I do it every single day. Click that follow, click that subscribe. It's another way to just pat me on the back and say, Michael, good fucking job, bro. Keep this up. We need some PvP content. That's what I'm trying to bring to you. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger every single week, guys. More and more people come, more and more people show up, and they start trusting me a little bit more, and they understand that this is legit. We're just trying to bring the community together and give us some fucking content. Thanks for watching, guys. Hoorah. Here we go into game 2, Primordial versus Low Budget Warrior. I really like that idea. Then post an interview with the champions. What I really want to do is make a roster, so everybody that, if you've entered in at least 4 of my 1v1 tournaments, I'm making a roster, so then we can grade you, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and it all goes based on how many wins you get. I'm only going to do wins and losses, because obviously it makes a big difference on who you won against and who you lost, but it's going to be too difficult to keep track of that. But I'd like to do something like that, kind of like a roster, like a UFC top title bouts. Low budget taking a lot of damage here. Good job by Grimjack, just keeping that Condi pressure on top of him. Good stun coming out from him. Looks like the end, and that's Primordial stance that takes it. Good job by Primordial. Thank you so much for filling in for that 3rd place. But low budget, don't worry. You're still going to get the 3rd place gold, guys. Now we're going into our finals match, which is actually going to be No Name versus Naru. Are you ready to rumble? Game 5 series. Naru versus No Name. Best of 5 series. Naru versus No Name, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And now he's running that Zeal hybrid firebrand. He's been doing really well with it. And he's a very intelligent player. As you can see how he dealt with Marketeer and even shattered his confidence after getting that 1 win. You can see he wasn't as aggressive. And Naru was able to manhandle him a little more in that 2nd match. Good job by Naru. And thank you, Marketeer, for coming out. So we got Shield with Axe, Sword and Focus. I don't think he's changed anything. Zeal, Honor, and Firebrand. Let's take a quick look at him over here. He's running a regular Core Guard, Strength, Discipline, and Defense. He does have the Axe and Shield with the Great Swords, Rune of Strength with Demolisher. Now we're doing a really good job. This is kind of in the advantage of Raging, but at the same time, he's got to be careful for those Condis. Naru's a dirty assassin when it comes to that combo of Shield of Absorption, that Axe pull. Really good job on that. I actually got him in the Bull's Charge. It's a very rare sight to see when he gets him in the Bull's Charge. He's got to be careful in Rampage. He's very susceptible to the burning. Naru trying to keep those stacks on top of him. He does have Signet of healing, so he just has to kind of mitigate some damage. Good job on the block, and you can see his ticks are already coming up. He's trying to get that extra pressure onto Naru, but Naru's doing a really good job of mitigating most of his big damagers, such as the Whirlwind, the Arcing Slice, the Eviscerate. He actually did get caught by the Bull's Charge. That's a really good job by him. He tries again for the Bull's Charge, but Shield of Wrath comes up to mitigate any type of CC coming from him. He uses his Whirlwind, really good job. He used the Whirlwind to mitigate that Axe pull. Good fight so far. Raging is at half health, but it only takes a fraction of a second for Raging Bull to be able to put a big chunk in Naru's health, but he's just getting some good auto attacks on him. Raging's got to get some sort of momentum going on this one. He gets the Bull's Charge, gets the Eviscerate, tries to get to 100 Blades, but Naru is fully prepared with a bunch of blocks and blinds and Aegis, and he mitigated almost all of that. And he also did have his mantras that he was able to use, and that's kind of the downside. If Raging's not able to keep the pressure throughout the match, Naru's just going to keep getting these mantras and these tomb cooldowns. So he's got to be able to constantly keep that pressure, get those big, like those Eviscerates, those Whirlwinds. These are big moves that he has to match. He has to get them to connect. If he doesn't get them to connect, Naru is just going to have too much availability when he does connect. He's trying to mitigate. We got 5 seconds left in this map mechanic. He might as well use his signet while he's here. Let's see if he did use his signet. No, he didn't. That's unfortunate. Like I mentioned, there's no healing after the map mechanic, so he might as well just use that signet. He tries to rock throw, but you can see that from a mile away. He's got Aegis ready. This doesn't look like good. This doesn't look good. Oh, this is going to be a doozy. Yeah, blind is really, really annoying, especially pulsing blind. You got to be very attentive on that. He tries to get the bull's charge once again, but Naru sees that really quick and is able to punish him for it. And Naru taking game 1. Here we go, guys. Game 2. Let's see if, and like I said, guys, the only rules in this tourney is the class you start with is the class you finish with. And let's take a look at Raging. You can't change your 3 specs. So strength, discipline, and defense, he's stuck with these 3. But he can change all these traits. He can change all his weapons. He can change his runes. He can change his symbols, sigils. He can change his amulet. He can change his utilities. There's a lot of adjustments he can do. He can go for a lot more Condi clear. He can go for a little more resistance. He can go for a little more CC break. As I mentioned with Naru, he's got a lot of CC. And he also runs with the annulment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he runs with annulment. I thought he had the other cleanse on the other one, but he's not running with that either. He's switched over to one single Condi clear. Boon removal. Yeah, dodge jump like a true world reroll. And that's one of the advantages you can use with dodge jump to clear this gap over here, as you saw Marketeer do. Most people weren't able to clear that. There's no leap that he's able to use, so he was able to use his dodge jump to clear that gap. Now Raging's got a little bit of a better opening. He's getting Naru to use a lot of his defensive cooldowns. He's got to be careful with that symbol. He gets that arcing slice on top of him. He's got the shield to mitigate some of that symbol damage. He goes into the rampage right away, tries to turn and burn on him, but he's got to get closer and he's got to be able to... He's so far so good, you know what I mean? He's done a lot of utilities, kept a lot of pressure on him, just trying to keep it down on Naru, but Naru's... Oh, a nice interesting change over here too. I don't know if that's going to suit him well. There's not too much heavy pressure, and especially against a top tier player like Naru, he's going to be able to notice that Defiant stance very, very quickly. And now that he knows he's running it, he's going to be very attentive for it. So it's going to be dangerous for Raging. He's got to be able to bait Naru really well into using that Defiant stance. It is a quick cooldown. He tries to get him in all that. He wasn't able to get the arcing slice or the bull's charge. He's just trying to create that distance right now, waiting for Defiant Stance, and this is probably the best time to use Defiant Stance if he can get it to proc. Yes, he does get it to proc, but immediately Naru notices the Defiant Stance, pulls away from him, and that's one of the downsides with using Defiant Stance against a top-tier player. Once they notice it, it's going to be pretty much a game over for you. You're going to get virtually 0 healing from most of your cooldown. And there he is again, locked into a no heal. He's got 9 seconds left, but it's not going to be enough. And that's Naru that's going to be taking this one. 2-1, 2-0, best of 5 series. Ooh, Lord. I'm going to be posting this into the in my videos, guys. So after this, after the tourney is done, I'm probably going to pass you over to someone else. Oh, before I pass you, I got to do that giveaway still. So stick around after the match. I'm going to do the giveaway. And for those of you who won first place, second place, and third place, just give me about 10 minutes. There's a lot of little things I have to do after my tourney. So within 10 minutes after the tourney, you're going to receive your gold in the mail. So 50% to first, 30% to second, and 20% to third. It's 150 gold for this tournament today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Here we go. This could potentially be the last match in our tournament today. Raging, come on. I have seen people come back in a 2-0 deficit in a 5 series and completely sweep their opponent. And maybe it does a little bit of mentality thing. You already won 2. You kind of sit back and relax. And then when they start winning again, you get nervous and a little anxious and you start spamming a lot of stuff. But Naru is a calm, cool, collected individual. He's been in a lot of big tournaments, especially a lot of monthly ATs. I think he's won 81 monthly ATs and has lost 0. Super beast player. He's just taking a beating in there. Oh my goodness. Getting caught with all those cooldown, with all that Condi. He's just sitting inside the symbol, trying to get some of that damage. He does get 1 big CC on Naru. He can change he can change the tide of this if he's able to connect on those big moves. But Naru's being very attentive, and as I mentioned, warrior skills are very obvious animations. It gets him in. He's actually able to get him in that, but he's got a lot of blocks and blinds, tries to get him in that pull. He's able to mitigate that or stun break through it. Oh, he's just got to try to get that damage down on him, but now he's doing a really good job, and he still has the Shield of Wrath for his next engage, so when he gets close, he does have it. And there's the Zealots again. There's so much block and blind. There's the Shield of Wrath. Every time he engages, he knows he has some sort of just a stun or a block or blind, and he's only using it for the major stun moves that he has, that he's going to be getting against him. And that's it. Naru, our main man. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really fucking appreciate it. I do these every single day. If you look below, you'll see a little bit about me and my schedule. And if you look at my highlights videos, you'll see I've only been doing this for about a month and a week, a month and 2 weeks. So I'm very new to shoutcasting. I'm very new to streaming. But I'm just trying to make it look as cool and try to just keep up with everything and just try to make it really entertaining for you guys. If you like this type of content, man, click that follow, click that subscribe. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to do the giveaway. Yeah, let's do the giveaway. Let me let these nice. If you are a winner, please be patient. I will send the gold soon. Oh, Car is 1v1ing Grim. Here we go. We're going to watch this really quick before I do the giveaway, guys. Actually, you know what? Let's try to do the giveaway right now. Nightbot, giveaway. So it's going to be regulars.
Hold on. Wait, Mike, you said that Naru won 41?
I think it was 81 that he won.
81?
No, they've won 81 matches in monthlies.
Oh, 81
Oh.
matches in monthlies. Okay.
Yeah, because I was watching a stream when he pulled that.
He's
up.
won 81 matches, so he hasn't won that many ATs, but he's won 81 matches and
about
he's
to
lost
say.
0. So here we go, gaming versus primordial. Oh, guys, in the giveaway. What we're going to do for the giveaway, active user, keyword, random number, maximum. Okay, so guys, if you're in the Twitch chat and you want to participate in the giveaway, you just have to write a number. It's active users? No, yeah, active users, regular, timeout. What is this? How does this work? Users active. I don't know how that's going to work. Subscribers, regulars, keyword. Yeah, I'm going to do keyword. The keyword is going to be 1v1. So if you want to participate in the tournament and in the giveaway, you just type in 1v1. Whoops. Type in 1v1 in the Twitch chat like you saw me do there. So if you want to participate, just type 1v1 and you're going to get a random or skin that I have in my bank that I'm going to be giving away. So if you want to participate in the giveaway, and I'm sorry yesterday I didn't do the giveaway, guys. I really apologize for that. I don't do giveaways very often, but I figured I might as well give something back to you guys. Hey, the real Yoko, thank you for following, man. I really, really do appreciate when you guys click follow. It's like patting me on the back and letting me know I'm doing a good job. These are difficult to run, and it's very hard sometimes to coax these people to come into the 1v1. But every single day I get over 12 people participating minimum. And every day sometimes they get bigger. On busy days, sometimes they get 22, 23 people. So we're going to watch this match, and we're going to let everybody put in the 1v1. So if you're interested in getting a skin, I think it's like a 50 gold skin. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm going to go at my bank and take a look. But if you guys are interested, type in 1v1 in the Twitch chat. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to give you guys another minute where we watch Car versus Grimjack. And Car right here, which is gaming wizard, which is Black Bear. He's the only man I allow to use Condi Mirage in my tournaments because he's never been defeated in my tournaments, and I don't want to just jip him like that. My undefeated champion must reign supreme, so I will allow him to participate. He's the only one, and as soon as he's defeated, he will no longer be allowed. As soon as he's defeated. And it looks like Grimjack will be our super white knight to be able to defeat this evil doer, probably more gaming wizard. Good job by Grimjack. Oh no! No! He gets cheese mowed by the AoE effect. So guys, we're doing the giveaway. You got about 30 seconds left for this giveaway. If you're interested in doing it, just type 1v1 into the Twitch chat and you will be eligible for this giveaway. I'm going to give a little more luck to my subscribers, actually. So my subscribers are going to get 7 times luck. My regulars are going to get 3 times luck. So if you're a subscriber or a regular, you get extra luck. I'm closing the giveaway in about 40 seconds, guys. You have to play Guild Wars 2, obviously. You need an account name so I can send it to you. But I'm going to do the giveaway. This is actually my real first giveaway. I've never done a giveaway before. I've done test giveaways, but this is my real first giveaway. So who's the lucky winner of my first giveaway? Hold on. Let me go get the skin. I'll show you guys what you might be winning. I've been reviewing. Oh, I have to send the gold. So we. Oh yeah, thanks for joining. By the way, guys, we got Naru in first place, No Name in second place, and we got Unbeatable. I think it was in third place. So this is what we're. No, Beast Slayer, Endless Ocean Rifle skin. Let's see which one's the most expensive, and I'll give you guys the most expensive one. Or a Ghostly Infusion? No. Let's see which one's the most expensive out of these guys here. Sell you at the trading post. You're 11 gold only. Sell you 35. Well, that might be the Abaddon Mace. Might be the Abaddon Mace. Yeah, it's the Abaddon Mace. So this is the skin we're doing it for. Abaddon Mace. Sells for 35 gold. That's a sell now. I really wonder what the buy now is. 48 gold. If you're patient, you can get 50 gold almost, guys. So last chance, type 1v1 in the Twitch chat if you want to go for the giveaway. I'm rolling it. Deuce! Deuce, you ended up winning. Deuce Fatorum has won the giveaway. Sweet, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to look to see who can we send you off to. Vladimir's good. Mockluff. Knockwolf. He's just chatting, though. Zarissa. Yeah, I'm going to send you over to Z, guys. Give her a lot of love. I'm going to chill with you guys inside the channel. Z's our guild leader. She's super helpful. She helps a lot with these, and she helps a lot with the guild. We have an amazing guild, super helpful, and we focus a lot on PvP, but we also do raids, fractals, and things of that nature. But, guys, thank you so much for coming. Click that follow, click that subscribe, and also give a big ups to Z when we go to her place. We're going right now. So thank you so much for joining, guys. Here we go to Z.